Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. We are continuing our second room randomizer. We've done one stream so far of this room randomizer, and honestly, we don't have much. Gotten pretty unlucky, I think, so far, and hopefully that will change this time. So, first off, there is a thing at the start that I haven't gotten that I really do intend to get. So if we go left at the start, and remember that I do not have dash. Not having dash means we can't really avoid those very well. And I said left at the start and I just dropped down and I can't get back up, so we have to warp back. Alright, let's try that again. We're going left at the start. I'm going left at the start to get a thing that I have had a lot of trouble getting. But I believe we can do it. In fact, I'm rather sure we can. It's just a matter of actually doing it. So, let's go. Just jump over that one, right? Alright, down this elevator is hopefully the most important pickup in the game. Let's go. So, all we have to do is do that the very first time I tried. How about that? After trying that like 6 times or so in the previous stream, I got it first try this time. And it's an arcane egg. Our first arcane egg. But overall, not particularly important of a find. So next, where do I want to go next? I think next I want to teleport to the Salubra bench. So the Salubra bench. And I want to go through the Sly hut. So through this Sly hut is a room that, well, not immediately, but there is a room that we've been to before, up above us, and I said last time that we had finished that room, and then when I watched my footage, I realized we did not finish that room. Why did I think I had finished that room? So we're going back up there, and actually finishing the room this time. So it's this room. So one of the things is that there's a secret right here that I know about. And I'm surprised that I didn't get that last time. It looks like I can't actually get up there, but also you can see that it's not something useful to us. It's just a soul refill. But still, there's also a room to the right here that we can go, which appears to be the other side of the start. I can drop down. There are a few things that we can get dropping down. However, we can't get back up, so I'm trying to think about where they are. There's one on the left that I think we can get to. Yes, right over here. And it is the Dream Nail. Ooh, that's big. That means that we can fight Elder Hu now, as well as Galleon. That's very nice. And then below me there might be water. Yes, alright. So we can't actually go anywhere else here because we don't have the swim ability. I do have a special skin on. This skin is named Hornet. It's supposed to be a combination between the Bug Knight and the Hornet. And if you'd like to see more about that, including a link to download it yourself, there's a link in the video description. So, now that we know that we can fight Elder Hu, how do we get to Elder Hu? We go to the start again. Go to the start, and let's go fight Elder Hu. Also, remember I don't have dash, so it's hard to avoid those. I've gotten hit so many times by those guys. So Elder Who, the way that we get there is by going to the left first. Don't drop down. Nice. I exploded one with the other. I liked that. So we were just in this room, but now we can go past this room toward where Elder Who is. The Dream Nail, I don't know if the Dream Nail is ever actually required to complete a randomizer. I mean, some randomizers, of course it's required, but it doesn't have to be required, right? I'm trying to think of any reason why it would be. And I can't think of one. Also, I realized that I'm going towards GG instead of Elder Who, which is not very helpful. So let's try that again. We want to go back to the start and go down this time. I do have notes from last time. I basically looked through my footage and took notes while I was going through it to figure out where I needed to go this time in order to get some new stuff. So we're here. We want to go right from this path. That means going over here. And let's beat these guys. These guys are annoying. Oh gosh. Let's hope they don't defeat me. Oh my gosh. There is a very distinct possibility that they will defeat me. I deflected one of their shots there, by the way. Alright. Barely survived that. Let's move on. To the right. And now there should be the Elder Who is toward the fountain room. I think this is Elder Who. Yes, great. Let's fight Elder Who, and that will give us some more things. Hello, Elder. I will challenge you to a duel. But you kind of cheat. Also, I don't have dash. Remember that I don't have dash. That makes it a lot harder to dodge these, actually. So, time that. Alright. We're timing that pretty well, even though I don't have the dash to make it a lot more consistent. I probably should heal the next time he does the crash down move like that. Which some people call the pancake move, and I don't quite understand why it's called the pancake move. Since everything that he does could be called the pancake move, kind of equally in my mind. But still, that's what it's known as in the community, I think. Well, I don't think I could have avoided that without dash. That was the first time I got hit here where I don't think I could have avoided it. Still, we're doing just fine. Can heal twice. And then heal again. And we're up to full. Which we didn't start at. We did not start at full. So this is going just fine. Alright, I would like you to stop doing that, because I would like to hit you a little bit more. Got it. And what do we get? Normally this would give essence. What do we get? We got a pale ore. Alright. Not particularly important right now. However, we can also fight Galleon. Galleon seems pretty difficult without dash. But we'll try it anyway. Without the Mothwing Cloak, don't think I've ever fought Galleon without the Mothwing Cloak. But let's go. Let's do it this time. Alright. I don't know how this one is going to go. I was pretty confident with Elder Who. Not so confident with Galleon. Alright. Let's challenge him. Now, I'm typically pretty bad at dodging Galleon's attack. His big scythe? I don't know what it is. His big axe throwing thing. Like that. Just got hit by it. There are places where I can heal, but there's not a lot. And without dash, there's not a lot I can do to avoid some hits. Still, if we can just put the damage on. I don't know if I could have avoided that. Just kind of got pinched between the two attacks. I think we're getting him in damage, though. If we can just keep hitting Galleon a whole bunch, we'll win this one before he kills us, even without healing myself. Alright, actually that was a lot easier than I was thinking it would be. What do we get? We do have to come back to this room later when I can go up in this room, because there are some collectibles above us. Ooh, a stagway. The Distant Village Stag. We don't have that stagway. We didn't have that stagway before, I mean. So let's go to a stagway and see if we can go somewhere there. So where's a stagway? King Station is a stagway. Alright. Distant Village. Let's see what is here. Firstly, we can buy 3 lifeblood masks. You know, sure. I still haven't found a place to actually spend my money, so I've been spending my money. And then, is this a dead end? Yeah, I think this is a dead end to us. Well, that's sad. So the Distant Village Stag does exactly nothing until we have the tram pass. So that's unfortunate. Let's figure out where next to go. So we fought Elder Who and Galleon. We collected the one thing that was very difficult for me previously for some reason. I guess one of the things that we can do is try to do a shade skip that I just didn't do last time, because really I keep the harder things to do until later. Do the easy stuff first, because often doing the hard stuff doesn't give you anything. You know, it's just as random what you're going to get doing the hard stuff as the easy stuff, so why not do the easy stuff first? So I thought that through here we could use a shade skip to get past this, to get up there. And I'm pretty sure that works, so let's do it. And shade skip means we first have to summon the shade. Summoning the shade means jumping from this cliff many times. Alright, we are ready to summon the shade. Let's summon it right here. About. I don't know exactly where it appears in the rooms, but there we go. Our shade is there. Let's see if we can use it to get that thing. I was talking about doing hard stuff later. This one's not particularly hard, I guess. It doesn't seem like it so far, anyway. It's just that it requires you to go there and back again. So, my shade is all the way over here. Can it go far enough for me to bounce off of it? Oh, okay, well, I actually might have been able to get hit by that and make it high enough up. But I really want the shade to come over here. Ooh. I don't know if it can. It might not go far enough. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it only goes that far. Alright, well, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one more time. See if I can bounce off of it as far as it can possibly go. And then quit this. Yep, alright. I don't think I can actually get this, so let's get our shade back. We'll have to come back here when we actually have a movement ability to get this properly. So, next on my list is going to the hive bench. We've got a bench in the hive. Where is that? I'm looking for the hive. There we go. Not continue warp. And from this bench in the hive, I think that there's a room we can get to that I didn't get to before. Let me remind myself where it is. So, that is a bee. Let's avoid the bee. Let's not look at our notes too much. These bees take a lot of hits when you have no upgraded nails. Alright, so if I go to the right here and then to the left, I believe I can bounce off of an enemy to go somewhere. Let's try it. Oh, right. This is where... Okay, so I need one of these flying enemies to try to get to where the hut of the blacksmith normally is. The nailsmith, as it were. I guess in this world they're known as nailsmiths, not blacksmiths. So I've got 3 flying enemies, which seems kind of excessive, but it's nice to have that extra amount. There we go. So we got up here. That's where I wanted to get to. We can now go through here to a new room that we haven't been. And inside the Nailmaster's hut is the hive. Very strange. Going to try to take this guy out, because he seems like he could be a problem. He's too high up. Come back down. I can't fight you when you're up there. Alright, so there is one thing here. It's just a money egg, but still, we got a thing. I want to go across here, because I think there's something over here that we can get. Yes, it's just a money egg, but there was something. There's something above us that we can't really get at this point in our lives, I believe, because it's really far up. Don't think I can successfully bounce off of enough enemies to get way up there. So let's keep going forward. Now in this room, I really need to successfully bounce off of enemies enough to get to the right. Doesn't look like that's happening. Bouncing off of the big bees seems like a dumb idea. Let's try not to do that. Okay. I think we're gonna die. Yeah. Okay, we died. Seems like it's relatively easy to get back there, though. So let's get back there and get our shade. I believe I can get to the next room there. You are very annoying. You're blocking the exit. Blocking the exit is a fire hazard. So we just need our flying enemies again to help us get up. And then really we just need to be able to bounce successfully in that room. We do have our shade there, which we want to collect. Also, this jump is very precise. There we go. So, come to me, pretties. Oh no. Okay, we only have one left. No! Alright. Well, now we have to warp back. because we lost all of our flying enemies. Try that again. So what I'm essentially trying to do here is get my shade, and then go up and to the right in that hive room. Because in that hive room, I can essentially go to another room, another transition. And all I need to do is successfully bounce off of lots of enemies. Which is not the easiest thing to do, but it is something we can do. Right, let's not die in this room. Alright, that was good. That was good. Great. Heal up and then enter the hive. Hello, Gabriel. Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. Let's be very careful. Our shade is in here. We do want to collect our shade. Don't know exactly where the shade is, but it's somewhere in here. We've apparently been in this room before. Ooh. The fact that we've been into this room before means that going to the right here is actually not helpful. So let's just get our shade. Because we've been into this room from the right. Which means there's an easier way to get over there, probably. Oh no, come on, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Bad bee. Alright. So, in this room, there are several exits to this room. One of them I can't get to, it's right above me. But I believe we unlocked a new exit last time that we haven't been to. We unlocked it because we saw the Eternal Emilicia. And therefore we can go through the Eternal Emilicia's door this way, which will bring us to a random room. Ooh, a shop. A shop is excellent. Well, welcome, Gabriel. This is a place where you can leave the real world behind and enjoy this fantasy world. So, what do we get in the shop? A soul refill. Let's buy it. 30 geo for 1 geo. Seems like a good deal to me. We can buy pins. The pins don't really do anything for us. I'm tempted to buy them anyway, because what else are we going to do? Let's buy the vessel fragment. And then, I don't know, let's buy a bench pin and then leave it at that. Alright, so we found a shop, and the shop had pretty much nothing in it. Pretty much nothing. It had a vessel fragment, and that's it. So, that was an unlucky shop. Shops are particularly good because you get multiple random rolls in a row to possibly get items. And we got unlucky. This is another bench, which means I know where we are, and I don't know if we've gone to the right and down. Let's try to go to the right and down. What room is to the right? Oh, okay, so I may or may not have fallen down here. Let's fall down. We have fallen down here. Okay, so we didn't really need to do that. In this room, there are things to get, but they're all above us in a way that we can't really get to them. So that's not helpful. In the meantime, let me think about where else we could go. Oh, this door isn't open because we haven't fought the Mantis Lords. Alright, well, this is a place that we could go in the future once we have found and fought the Mantis Lords. There is the Howling Cliffs that we've been to before, and there is Lem. How do we get to Lem, though? If I go to the King's Station Stag, I can get to Lem. So, King's Station Stag. This is kind of a journey to get to Lem from here. but I think it's the closest way we know. So we're going essentially up and to the right here, which is not up. It's right over here. And then we want to go down, I believe. Oh, barely didn't land on those. Alright, where are we on my picture here? I went down. Now I want to go down again, and then down again. We're basically just dropping all the way down. So you say warp is available. Not sure what you mean by that. There's the bench warp that we can do, and that's kind of required to do a randomizer. Oops. Let's actually use that elevator. So we're warping around because otherwise you would get stuck very quickly in a randomizer. I have a Hornet outfit because that's what we chose to wear. This is a custom skin that I downloaded. There's more information about it in the description. So now that we're in this room, what can we do here? We can go this way, but I'm not sure that I can get across that gap. Let's try. Oh, we can get across that gap. How about that? We can't go up because I just don't have the ability to go up like that. So forward it is. Ooh, you. Maybe I could go up using that guy. That's a possibility. Let's consider that. There might be something in this room too, but I really want to see if we can go up. So come up here. Bring me into the next room, please. Yes, made it to the next room. With the help of the creepy dude. And this room, what is this room? We're in the green path. Oh. Well, we can go somewhere here. Gabriel asked, is it a she? So, the Bug Knight has no gender. That's kind of part of the lore of the game, is that there is no gender to the shades, of which we are one. Whereas the Hornet does have a gender. She's called the gendered child, in fact, because of the fact that she has a gender, which is different from the rest of her half siblings, I guess. Let's go to the right here. There's also an up path, but I don't think there's anything... Whoa, okay. We crushed through that door. And we made it to Dirtmouth, which is kind of huge. Kind of huge, but... Should we go up here first? I'm pretty sure if we go up, we can get back down. So let's go up, because once I fall down into Dirtmouth, I can't get back here. And if there's just something simple to find up here, it'd be nice to find it. Okay, well, there is actually something simple to find. It is some geo. But unfortunately, we're blocked here. So, can't go further up that way. And to the right is... There's a bench. Okay, there's 2 benches here. And we can really only go to one of them, because either bench that we choose, we can't get back from. So I want to unlock both benches. And therefore we're going to do the Dirtmouth bench first. And then we're going to try to get back to this room, which means going back through Lem's chamber and trying to bounce up that way that I did before. Hello, Dirtmouth. Hello, Elderbug. Let's speak to Elderbug. because he likes to be spoken to. You walked straight past me and descended down into the ruins. I did not do such things, sir. Jeez. Never mind. So we've saved at that bench, which is kind of the important thing to do here. And then there are ways to leave, but before we do that, let's unlock the other bench that we could get to. So, I want to go back to King's Station, go past Lem again, and then go to the other bench that we could get to. That gives us 2 more warp points. And 2 more warp points is kind of a lot. Whoops. There we go. So we're dropping down to Lem. It's kind of cool that the way that you get to Lem is by dropping down here, because that's what the sign says. And it's accurate. It's one of the few scene transitions that are actually correct. Randomized to be the same as it was before. So now we have to do the thing that I did last time, which was a little bit tricky. First step is making this jump. That's good. And then secondly, we need to use this guy to go up here. I said a little bit tricky. It's not that tricky. I did it no problem both times. And then from here, I forget exactly where we need to go. Let's get to it. So to the right was Dirtmouth. That's where we went last time. And then up and to the right is the other bench. Let's get that other bench. Alright, we've made pretty big progress so far. Finding 2 new benches is pretty large as a set. That gives us 2 more places that we can warp to, as well as many other scene transitions that we can go to. Or room transitions. I don't know why I'm calling them scenes. But registered that bench. Let's see what Cornifer has for us. Cornifer, you haven't done very much in this randomizer so far. Even though I've paid you money for everything, I'm expecting something good here. We could pay 90 geo for 15 geo. Okay, Cornifer, remember, you still owe me. You owe me. I have paid you many times for things that are not worth what I've paid, which means you owe me. A charm notch just lying on the ground. I am wearing charms, right? I forget if I remembered to put on charms. I am. I've already broken the fragile heart because we broke it when we were doing shade skips. I haven't died yet, except intentionally. Oh, actually, we died in the hive once, but the fragile heart is already gone because we did shade skips. Oh, this is up here. So last time we discussed how I could probably get across this gap if I used spells, and I wasn't able to get back up here to do so. But now we found out what's up there, and we don't actually need it anymore. So, instead of going further that way, let's go to Dirtmouth. Because there's lots of things to do in Dirtmouth. Shade skips are a type of exploit, I guess it's an exploit, that you can do to get places that you wouldn't normally be able to get to. When you die, a shade comes out. Oh, look. How about that? You've moved to Dirtmouth. Nailmaster Shio. So, it's kind of an exploit. It is, when you die, there's a shade that comes out, and the shade has all of your money. And you need to go and attack that shade to get your money back. However, because there's a shade there now, sometimes you can use that shade to bounce off of it to get to a platform that you couldn't otherwise get to. So The shade is a way to get places that you couldn't otherwise go. Although you do have to die to do it. Okay, you will train me, and from learning this, I get 15 geo. That's pretty meaningless, Shio, but sure, I'll take your 15 geo. Thank you for the 15 Shio. The wielding of a nail is not what you taught me. Just saying. But we can move further on. So over here... You don't count as lore, do you? No. Over here is another way we could use a key. So we found 2 places where we could use simple keys. We just haven't found a single simple key yet. But there's 2 places that once we find a simple key, we could use it. Soul Sanctum. Well, this is interesting because there's an enemy here, but it only appears when you try to go this way. And because we came down from the top, the enemy just doesn't appear. The ghost essence has been randomized, actually. Also, I don't know why I immediately started attacking those bees. We need those bees. So the essence that we get from fighting ghosts has been randomized, which means we can get random things from fighting ghosts. I'm trying to go up. Maybe I shouldn't go up this time. Maybe I should go to the left the first time, because that's the easier path. Oh, Gwyff, I actually do have the Dream Nail. I got it in this session. So in this particular stream, we got the Dream Nail. And I've already defeated Galleon and Elder Hu with it. It didn't really give me much of anything, but we defeated Galleon and Elder Hu. Oh, you're saying that, like, the Gravedigger is a ghost. And we could have attacked the Gravedigger. Okay. That one I did not see as an option in the randomizer, so I did not turn that one on, but only because I didn't realize that it was there. Maybe it involves an additional mod that I don't have. Okay, unfortunately the bees brought us to the White Palace, and we can't really do anything in the White Palace. So we'll go back down. However, the bees can bring us across this path, and probably across that path, although we need to get them to come over here. Come on, little bee. There we go. I don't know exactly how we made it up here, because it kind of looked like I was standing on the spikes for a second there, but we made it. And I've just realized we knew what was over here. There's nothing over here. There's just a tram station, which we can't use for anything. Okay, well that was kind of pointless. I think that means that Dirtmouth doesn't have anything for us yet until we unlock more things. So let's go other places. In particular, where would I like to go? I guess if we go... We've got a bench in the green path, and I would like to explore more near that bench. So let's do that. There is a bench in the green path, and I've explored some near this bench, but I think we should explore more near this bench. In particular, let's go down. This is just lifeblood masks, by the way. That's why it's yellow. So from here, let's explore to the right and then to the left. Right, I just realized where this actually is. I was thinking it was a different room than it was. Let's go over here to the right and explore this way. Right, more White Palace. I don't know if we've ever gone across to the right here. Not that that brings us anywhere, does it? Okay. Have we gone down here? We may or may not have. I don't remember if we've successfully gone down here yet. We can successfully get down. It's not the most easy thing to do, but it is possible. The lore in that green path room, I have. That is, I think, the only lore that I've picked up, but I did pick it up. So, there we go. We made it to this ledge. That's important. Darn. Alright. We might die here. Let's try not to. Alright, we might die here. Do I remember how I got here? Yes, I do. Alright, we died there. Hello, French ferret. Yeah, we're going Super Meat Boy here, in the White Palace. During my blind playthrough, one of the things that I did was compare the White Palace to Celeste. And then when I was editing that footage, I was like, why did I compare it to Celeste? It is so much more like Super Meat Boy. So then, to the right, and we're trying to go down. There are a couple places that we can rest on the way, and we need to get to those resting points in order to be able to do much of anything. Yes, there we go. So there's the first one. The next one is to the left, and I did not quite get to it. Could have gotten it to it that time, I think. Okay. Where's my shade, by the way? Would love to know where my shade is, because we might be about to lose... Oh, wait a minute. There's no shade because we're in the White Palace. White Palace is in the dream world. There's no shade in the dream world. That's nice, at least. And we made it down, too. Great. Oh, we made it to the other side of this. No, wait a minute. We've been here before. I would love to get... We'd love to get to the left side of this. Darn. That goes nowhere. Alright, let's warp back to the bench we were at. Go down again and go to the left this time. Yeah, this room randomization has been a lot less kind to me than the last one. The last one wasn't particularly kind to me, but this one has been less kind. I was particularly sad. One of the things that we did last time, which I think was pretty neat, and I'm glad that I did it, but one of the things from last time was defeating the Watcher Knights from behind a wall. I was stuck behind the door, the locked door, trying to fight the Watcher Knights. And although I was successful defeating the Watcher Knights, I had to leave, warp back, and then warp back to where the Watcher Knights are, just to get the door open, because the left door didn't open. And then after I went through there was basically nothing through that path. So I went through all of this trouble and got nothing for it. Which happens. That's part of the room rando. Or any rando, I guess. But the room rando especially. So, this dark room. Have we been through this dark room? Maybe. So, let's see here. Nope, nope. Stop, little enemy. I'm trying to figure out which dark room we're in. So, I'm not great at dark rooms. We've been into a couple of dark rooms, and I just don't know them very well. Oh, it's this one. Never mind. This is pointless to us. Alright, well, let's go somewhere else. And where would I like to go next? We went right of Lem. Actually, we could go right of Lem again, because going right of Lem, we still didn't explore the room there. However, we can get back there much more easily. No, we can't, because both the benches we went to, we couldn't go backward through them. So we have to go the hard way. So King's Station. Let's go back toward Lem. And although we discovered 2 benches past Lem this way, both benches were positioned in such a way that we couldn't reverse how we found them. So we have to go all the way this way to go back to where Lem was. Alright, and the point is, to the right here, I have not explored the room to the right here very much. So, we know we can do this. We know we can jump over this gap. And then, we've never been to the right here. Now, what's down below us? There's at least one collectible this way. Alright. Let's defeat some enemies. So I believe that there's a collectible in this room down and to the right. We just have to get there. And there are a lot of enemies. Okay. That collectible was a soul refill, which is completely pointless. And now I'm worried that we're going to lose our shade here. Yep, we lost our shade there. Let's go back. We got the soul refill. At least we can say that we got the soul refill. As, you know, useful as that was. But I'm pretty sure we can get the shade back. It's just a question of how many attempts it takes for us to get the shade back. Because we get the shade back and then we have to survive. And that's the hard part. So, go past this, make this jump, and then we can feel free to defeat all of the enemies on the way, because they're not doing anything for us. We don't need them to bounce off of things. Be careful of these enemies, of course. Okay, we do need them to get up here, though. There. Alright. So, now defeat them all. And then we're going to heal up fully before we go down to the next part. Alright, I was trying not to fall here exactly as I did, but there we are. We are where we are. Next. Our shade is down there. Don't know exactly where the shade is. We might need one of these guys to remain alive. No, there's our shade. It is nice to have the descending dive. That made it a lot more possible to survive. Great. Now, otherwise, I don't really think there's anything else in this room for us to get. I think we've gotten everything else. We have gone up here because we came from the top. We've gotten all of the collectibles up there. I don't exactly remember what's to the left down here, but we might as well go to the left down here, because it's the only path in this room we haven't gone. Right. Oh, this is a great room to go to, because we've been through one path in this room, and only one path. So we have several other paths that we can attempt. I don't think I can go up successfully, so we're only going down. This is the path that I think we've done. Yes, we've done this path. I mean, I don't think we've explored it completely, but let's keep going down and go a different path from this room. Like this one. Alright, we're still in the fog canyon. It's kind of nice when the scene transitions work out that way. Still don't know why I'm calling them scene transitions. They're room transitions. And then, where do we go from here? Hey! Hello! Good to meet you. There is a thing in this room, but we can't get it. Because we can't get up there. So we'll have to come back later once we have movement abilities. We found essentially no movement abilities. Whoops. Just walk right into that. No problem. And then to the left here is another path we can go. What's over here? Crushers. Alright. We don't have dash, so crushers are significantly more dangerous, but I think we can still get through them. Just by walking. Yeah, you can just walk through the crushers, no problem. And a new room. This is quite nice because this has several exits. And there's this. We collected 22 geo. So there's an exit down. There's also more to the left. Let's go left first. It's a lot more possible that if we go left, we can go back. If we go down, sometimes we can't jump back up. Ha-ho! Cornifer also. We can get up there, can't we? I think it might involve a shade skip to get up there, but I think we can get up there. I have not come to scale the mountain. I have oh my gosh. Cornifer. Fine. We'll put more money toward your eventual thing. Eventually you're going to give us something amazing. Eventually. The queen... Oh, that's hilarious. Like, a room transitioned to itself. So, how did we get here? Let's remind ourselves. The crushers. Right, okay. Unfortunately, there's not a great way to get back here. So even though there is a place I could potentially use a shade skip, it's very hard to get back to where we are. And that makes me less want to do the shade skip immediately. Let's go down and try the shade skip later. And just as predicted, we went down a path that we can't go back up. However, we can go down because we have the down spell, so we can continue down. And there are a lot of random checks here. Ooh, do we have to go up, though? Yeah, this room we have to go up, which might be hard. Okay, come on. Yes, alright, we made it up once. Now we have to make it up again. Primal Aspid? Come on. I don't normally say this, but I would like you to come over to me, Primal Aspid. Come on, you can do it. No, no, come over here. To the left. Wander to the left, please. Please? Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, this is another place that we could use a shade skip. This one would be a lot more difficult of a shade skip, though. A lot more difficult. It would allow us to go up there, though. So, let's do it. Come on. I mean, maybe we don't need a shade skip if we can just get this Primal Aspid to go where we want him to right now. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's go for the shade skip option. Which means we have to die. Preferably over here. Alright, we have summoned the shade. Now we have to get back there. And unfortunately, getting back there is a little bit of a trek. We have to drop down, we have to go past Lem. And then we have to go right through the sewers. What logic do I have on for this rando? So I have, in terms of the item pool, the random items, I have essentially everything except for, what were they? The journal. So I don't have the Hunter's Journal randomized, but I have every other option for the item pool. I do have dark rooms turned on, so I am requiring myself to potentially go through dark rooms. That's new from when I last did a room randomization. And the other thing that's new is I have split claw, split cloak, and split super dash, which hasn't turned out to mean anything because we haven't gotten one of those yet. So they're split, but I haven't gotten a single one, so it hasn't affected me. Okay, there's my shade. I would like to use... Alright, don't do that, shade. That's very pointless. There. Alright, now come up here, shade. Come on. No, okay. There goes the shade, but we still have the Primal Aspid, which could potentially come up here. Now we have to heal, which healing around a Primal Aspid is quite difficult. But we did have to do it. Come on. Go up. Go up. We have to heal again. Come on. I need you to come over here to me. Ho ho, we got up here and we got hit. Alright, let's not die. We don't need you anymore, so I would prefer if you stop shooting at me. There we go. We do need to gather some soul, because we need our soul to do our downward dive over here. And I would like this Primal Aspid to just not be here. Alright. So, let's heal once and dive. But we made it up. And we made it to another room, which is somewhat difficult to deal with. Alright, we made it to this side of the room. Yeah, one of my reasons for choosing the options in this room randomization was to make it hard on myself. So I chose options that made it hard for myself. We can go through here. Don't think there's any way for us to reasonably get up there. So let's go through here. If I did a fake dive, I could have gotten an egg. So I know the egg that you're talking about, but I have no idea what a fake dive is. So there was very little chance I was going to do that. Now we do have a couple things here. For one, there are a couple things in this room that are randomized. And for two, there are 3 exits to this room. Not including the one that we just came through. So we've got some places to go. So the other thing in this room is this way. And it is Fragile Greed. All right. Fragile Greed that only costs 1 to wear. To the left. Interesting. If we go down, can we get up here? Yes, because normally, when you're at this point in the game, you do not have the claw. Oh, I see what you mean. If you hit close to the breakable floor, you can break the floor but not dive straight through it. Right. We've got a lot of places to go. I'm going to keep going forward before we go back. The Tower of Love. This is really unfortunate because I want to drop down so that I can open a door. But we have not found a bench over here. It's very hard to get back to where we are. So I don't want to drop down anywhere where I can't get back up until we find a bench. I feel like we found elevators a lot. I thought we had found 2 sides of this elevator before, but maybe that's a different elevator. Either way, we don't have the elevator pass, so we can't go that way. So both ways down there are not exactly blocked. One of the ways is not blocked, but I don't want to do it yet. Let's instead go the other path through this room, or one of the other paths. The right path. Ooh, this is nice. There are a couple more paths to go here, and we got 29 essence. We do need a lot of essence. We have found where one of the dreamers is. It's at the Mothseer's shop, and it costs almost 1,700 essence. So we really need a lot of essence. Oh, there was the Hornet for a second there. Goodbye, Hornet. Now this is some lore over here, which is randomized. So what is it? I got the world sense. Alright. Well, that's useless, but we got it. Am I going for a true ending? I haven't really thought that I was going for a true ending, so I probably won't. Especially with how things have gone so far, a true ending seems hard. This is actually a room that we've been to before. We came from the bottom of this room and we went out the other 2 exits. And this is the final exit. So we've wrapped around, but we can't actually get back up if we dropped from there. So we'll not go that way. I guess I'm leaving it open whether I'm going for a true ending. The problem with the true ending is that you need to find a lot more stuff, and that might be hard. Might be hard to find that much more stuff. Well, we found ourselves in the abyss. There are 2 exits here. And there might even be a way for me to get up to get where normally a money egg is. Let's try to get a money egg before we leave. Or what is normally a money egg. So, have we found it yet? Let's see here. Keep bringing me up, sir. Sir Shade. There we go. No, no. Alright, that was actually useful where it dropped me, though. Oh, there he goes. Okay, well, without that shade, I don't think we can get much further up. But we got pretty far up just with the one shade. Oh, I didn't think I could jump that far. Can't jump to the next one, though. Let's try that again. We got pretty far up. Yeah, it is always possible that I'll find everything that we need for the true ending before we find the things that we need for the normal ending. That is a possibility. Alright. Alright, we've got 2 shades this time. 2 shades, double the chances. Granted, because I moved that guy up there, I need a shade to get up here. It's unfortunate. Because they do have a limited lifespan. I think we may not be able to get much further up. So let's do something else. We came from the bottom, so let's go left. And we will not die from all of the frog creatures. I swear it. I said not die. Haha. Heal up a bit, though. The little hopper things. Would like to have a little bit more soul. I think this room has nothing in it. It's just a whole bunch of enemies. And you just have to get through the room. Which I've done more successfully than this. Oh, this is the same room as this. What can we do? If I drop down, I don't think I can get back up. I don't know if I can get to that shiny thing either. Let's go the other path first. Because I'm not sure... Even though we could drop down, I'm not sure that we could get back up from here. I'm still very much trying to find a bench or someplace that would make it easier to get back to where we are. If we find anything that makes it easier to get back, it would be very nice. Because the path I used to get here was quite complex. Okay, in the White Palace. And there is a bench, but it's way up there. And there's no way we can get there, right? I don't think so. So all the paths that I found lead places where I don't think I could get back from. That's really annoying. But I did find a lot of paths. Question is, which one would I like to go down? We'll go down... Actually, let's try this again. Try to go up in this room one more time. So I've got 2 shades with me. We can go up here. I think I only have 1 shade with me now, though. Oh, it's the shade that's pushing those guys up. How about that? You were wondering why that was happening? It's because the shade was pushing him up. Okay, we made it high up here, but we lost our shade. So I don't think we get any further. In the background in the palace, I can bounce off of something. Okay, let's go to that then. Let's see if I can do it. So in the background there are these. No, I can bounce off of these guys, but they don't give me enough height to get up. And then I could drop down, but if I drop down I couldn't get back up. So I don't think I can get anywhere here, except to go through, which we can do, and I think I'm going to do that. So we dropped down, and that means that we can't go back where we were. Oh, ooh, can we make this jump? Oh, we can. Okay, never mind. This bench was possible. Wonderful. Now that we found a bench, I am much happier exploring paths, because we found a bench that we can go back to. So let's explore some paths. Thanks for making me go back here and trying that out, because I thought we were stuck. Okay. I can go to the left of this room though, right? I didn't stick myself a different way, did I? I made this jump once, which means we know we can make it. It's a very precise jump. There we go. And can make that jump and we can go down. So now we can go down and to the left here. Let's do that. We've been here before. Oh, this is where we were when we bounced off those bees. Alright. Well, we've been there before, but that's almost a good thing. It'd be nice to find more paths we can go down, but still. Finding a loop is also nice. Ooh, we can get up there. Alright, we're gonna do that first. I did not realize that jump was possible. So, we can jump to this, and then we can just barely jump to that, if I do the jump correctly. I could also use a spell to try to make that jump easier, but I'm really bad at using the spells. Oh, I also have no soul, so I can't do that. Never mind. Let's make the jump. Tricky jump. I wasn't talking about that one, I was talking about the next one. It's a tricky jump, but I did it moments ago, so we can do it again. Yes, there we go. Now, we can go here, which means we can go here. And this leads outside the palace. So, let's see here. The Crossroads map is at the end of the White Palace. Interesting. So now that we're in this room, we've got 2 exits from this room. One of them is here. Oh, we've been here before. It's just that when we went through here, we were blocked from the other side. So now that we broke that open, we can go straight through. Wonderful. That connects the map a little bit more. And then we can slowly walk through this room, jumping over all of the spikes. We're in the Fog Canyon somewhere. We're at the top of the Fog Canyon. I don't think there's anything in this room, but there are, I think, 3 other exits to this room. So let's try the top one first. This is in Fungal Wastes. Have we been here? I think we might have been here. We have been here, and we just never went down. So that's reconnecting back to a previous place. I'm fine with that, but let's go someplace else first, since we've made that reconnection. To the left. Okay, don't think we can do that. What room is this? Is this I think this is the room with the white flower. There's not an exit to the right, is there? I don't recall. There's an exit to the right at the bottom, of course. Yeah, so let's go down to the right and see where this goes. Oh, the Grey Mourner. This world, this cruel, sinful world. So, the real question is, if we did do this, which we can't yet, but if we did, we would get a grub. Okay. Well, if we ever absolutely need a grub, we might do that. But until that time, we will not. We haven't met the grub father yet, so I don't actually know what we get from grubs yet. So this was kind of a bust, and I don't think we can go back in the White Palace the same way. So we have to warp back, I think. Yeah, and we don't have the upgraded Dream Nail, so we can't get into that. Right, let's warp back to the White Palace and go some of the other paths that we can go now. Alright, Tuka, thanks for coming. Now then, we can go to the left over here, and there was a path to the left that I didn't want to go because I couldn't get back. And now we can do it. Also, I realized that even though we came from the bottom of the abyss, we can't actually go back down. That is locked to us. So over here, there is a very challenging thing that I think we can collect. But it's challenging. There we go, we got up this far, and then we're dying. So let's leave. And by leave, I mean go over here. Oh, can you guys come over here? Oh, I wonder if I could have used them to get this. I don't think so, but it's possible, and that intrigues me. I'm going to hit you so that I can get a little bit more soul. So, can I get this? Getting this requires me to bounce 2 levels up. There is a thing up there. We got it. It's lore. We got some lore. Well, you know what? I'm pretty happy that we got it, and we didn't die. So, success, even if also failure. It wasn't my failure, though. It was the failure of the randomizer, I guess. The miser that is our randomizer. So I think there's only one path here now. I could die and use my shade potentially to get that one collectible we didn't get in this room. But I'm not even sure I could do that, so let's keep going down. We are somewhere in the green path. This is a pretty good place in the green path because there are several places to go from here. And there's a collectible. It's a vessel fragment. I think we have 2 of those, which means we only need 1 more to have more soul. Not the most important thing to find, but it's something. And then over here, there's normally lore. So what do we get? It's a money egg. Alright, well, we at least have 3 more exits to explore in this room. one leads to the White Palace. It leads to the Path of Pain. Alright. Well, we got a money egg from the Path of Pain. And there is no way we can do anything else here. Not yet. Yeah, you know what? If I had any of the movement abilities needed, I would at least try. But I have none of them. This brings us to a dead end. And I don't even recognize what the dead end is. Alright, well, dead end that way. Only because we have no movement abilities. So one more path. 2 paths were a bust. How about the third? The third leads to a dead end, but it's a dead end that has a thing in it. So let's get the thing. We got the Sprint Master. You know what? I'm probably going to put that on next time we're at a bench. That was Isma's... So from Kingdom's Edge to Isma's Grove. Okay. Great. Well, doesn't do much for us, I guess, but good to know. And now we're kind of trapped here again. I'm going to try to get these 2 guys to follow me. I need both of them, though. Both of them need to follow me. Come on. Come on. You need to go up here. Never mind. You didn't make it. I kind of think we might be able to get that. So we're going to try to get that. And doing that means that we're going to go back here, and we're going to go left, and we're going to try to get that thing. I'm very sad that we can't go down anymore, because that means we have to go through that crazy path that I went to get here again. Because there were more paths to go that way. So, I want to use my shade. I just want to die over here, because this is a lot closer to the thing. In fact, let's go very close to the thing. Make sure that the shade is as close as could possibly be to the thing that we want to get with it. I don't know where the shade will appear, though. Could appear somewhere very useless to us. We'll find out. I still have no extra movement abilities, by the way. We've gotten the Dream Nail, which is definitely something, but having no other movement abilities is really starting to bug my ability to move forward. So where's our shade? We haven't seen it yet. There it is. Okay. Is that close enough to allow us to get up there? Not sure. Can you not come through, Mr. Shade? Are you trapped in that little section? Oh my gosh. Alright, that's a pretty useless place for the shade to be. So we're going to try one other thing. We're going to warp back, and we're going to die above instead of below, and see if that puts the shade in a useful place. Oh, there's definitely something that I can find to move forward. Just don't know where it is. And we are exhausting a lot of the possibilities. Which is good. I mean, that's what you want to do, is keep exhausting the possibilities until you find it. It's just we've been very unlucky in finding it. Oh, right. So my plan is to die. I forgot about that. Let's die up here. We still want to be close by, but above, in hopes that that puts us in the right place. Puts the shade in the right place, anyway. So, to the shade. Where could it bring us? So the real question is, where does the shade appear? I could also try going up in that room again with the, you know, the not my shades, just the generic shades. Where's my shade? Did it appear in the same place? It did. Okay, we know that's useless. So we'll just get our shade back, and then we'll warp back and try to go up in the abyss instead. So going up in the abyss essentially requires shades to help me up. And I would like to have 2 of them, and I would like to not kill them on the way too much. Ooh, it looks like we might have 3 of them. There we go. Alright, so we have some shades at the bottom that I would like to get to come up with this one. There we go. Good. Now. Good. Now then, what we need to do is get over here and then here. Great. Ho ho, we made it. We made it somewhere. Now I can use this guy to get here, and we collect a King's Idol. Not the most beneficial thing to collect, but it was something, I guess. Okay, we got something, and it wasn't much. I don't think we can actually go any further up without summoning the shades again. Actually, I can get up here, and that doesn't bring me anywhere, does it? No. Okay, well, we got something in this room at least. Just wasn't everything I wanted it to be. Let's teleport again. And I think we want to teleport to the King's Station. Let me look at my notes to see where we could potentially go from here. So one of the things that we could do is go past Lem again. Is that what brought us to where we are? Oh, the other place we could go is the Howling Cliffs. The Howling Cliffs I haven't explored very much. Let's go there. And we did go the right place here to get there. So, Howling Cliffs it is. From the King's Station we go left. And then we go down, because down is the only place that this room brings us anywhere, I think. And then we want to go left instead of down. There's also something in this room that I still think we can't get, but I wonder about it each time. So now that we're here, if we want to go to the Howling Cliffs, I need to go down. But also, what's to the left here? I don't know if we've ever gone... We've definitely tried going left, but I don't remember what it was. Let's go down, though. Down is where I know we haven't explored. So now that we're here, there is a room to the right that is not where I was going that could potentially have something for us. Let's go to the right first. This room. I said this room might have something for us, and I don't know what it could have. Alright, let's leave this room and continue going down. Here, we've got several places that we could attempt to go. I want to go left. However, why did I not want to go right? Right is done. Okay, so I should write that down, but the right here is completely done. There's no reason to go that way. Let's go to the left. And I don't think we can go up in this room. But potentially, I wonder if we can summon our shade in such a way that we can get up here. That's another possibility. So going up in this room might be a possibility. Now here we've explored both the left and up. I forget what the left was, but I want to go up, because up leads to the Howling Cliffs eventually. Now here, we have not really explored much of this. To the right, I think, is the Howling Cliffs. What's to the left? The left is a thing. A mask shard. Well, we have more life. That's always useful. Also, it was good to go this way, because there was just a thing to find. For that reason, I kind of also want to go the other exit here that we haven't gone, which is up. Alright, let's not get hit all the way up, though. And we should be able to go up. Yeah, we can get all the way up. And what's here? Another part of the Crystal Peak. It's the part of the Crystal Peak that you normally drop down from. And, well, there is something in this room, but it's way above us, so we can't get anything there. So let's go down into the right toward the Howling Cliffs, where I think we can do something. Howling Cliffs. Now, oh, we could fight Gorb. Ho-ho, I want to fight Gorb. Let's fight Gorb. Can we get up to where Gorb is? Ooh, that's a good question. I think we can. But it might take some doing. For one, it might involve this creature. No! Okay, well, if it did involve that creature, we will have to exit the room and come back in. Alright. But I do want to fight Gorb. So let's go out here. This is a room that I don't think we've been to, but it just has a soul refill, and there's no way at all that we can explore this room. So I guess we'll get our soul refill. And then let's try to go up here again. Come on, little dude. I would like you to help me up. There we go. Alright. Got up, which means we can get to Gorb, which means we can fight Gorb. Hello, Gorb. Let's ascend together. do not have an up spell. I have a down spell and a side spell. But I do not have the up spell yet, which is what I would normally use to hit Gorb. In terms of spells, anyway. Come on. I like Gorb. Gorb is one of my favorites. He's the Great Mind. We are at the last phase of the battle. Come on down, Gorb. Don't ascend too quickly. Although I do want you to come back over here. And we defeated Gorb. So what do we get? The Great Mind! The Pain! Ascend! Ascend! We get the City Storeroom Stag. Excellent. That is a place that we can go. And then we've been to the right from the Howling Cliffs, but I don't think we've been to the left. So let's go to the left. Interesting. The Royal Waterways. We can't swim, which makes this perhaps not do much for us. Wait a minute, we're in a different part of this than I thought we were. Okay, let's explore a little bit. Where are we? Well, we got a soul refill. We did find a new thing, even if it was another kind of nothing that we found. And then this way, I think we get trapped here. We can't go up that way. And down here, how far can we go? There is what's normally a soul totem in this room, which I think we can get to. Very confident we can get to the soul totem. Or apparently it's not a soul totem, it's one of those. One of the eggs. But let's see what it has for us. Because it could be anything. A vessel fragment. We have found 3 vessel fragments and 4 mask shards. Which is good and all, but none of them are movement abilities. Just dunked myself into the water there. So this direction, we can't really get anywhere. Okay, so we became trapped, which is fine. I was kind of expecting to become trapped. Now I want to use our new city storeroom stag. So we're going to warp to a stag station. King station is fine. And go to the city storerooms. City storerooms. $51 essence. We do need essence. We need a bunch of essence, so I am going to pay for that. And of course a bench. Now, what's over here? Nothing, basically. I mean, there's 2 things. There's 15 Geo, and there is... I wonder if this counts as lore. The White Savior. It does not. Okay, well... Also, it tells us that there's 24 Geo under her room. So if we fight Grey Prince Zote, we get 24 Geo. Okay, well, that's also nothing. So this is actually a complete dead end. Now where do we go? I guess we can go back toward the Howling Cliffs. It's just that, how do we get there again? Let's do that again, though. So we're going to the King Station. King Station. Toward the Howling Cliffs. Also, you know what? It's time to put on the Sprint Master. And I guess we can put on the Fragile Greed for a little bit, for as long as it lasts. But the Sprint Master is very nice. That'll make it a lot easier to move around when we have no dash. Also, what was this way that we decided we couldn't go? The White Palace. Okay, that's reasonable. We can't do that. And then what was this way that we decided, never mind, fell down. I do really want to try to get this. Ho ho, got it. Let's see what it is. Pale ore, alright. You know, we've got a fair amount of that, which is nice. We'll eventually use it. And then I want to go... I have to remind myself where we're trying to go here. So we want to go down to get back to where we were. Down and then to the left. Nope, I was wrong. Well, let's go to the left anyway. Where are we? We are in a room that we can't do anything in because we need the lantern to even do anything in this room. Okay. In that case, let's warp back to the King Station. So I can do that the proper way this time. To the left, actually, you know what? I want to remind myself what's down here. What's down here? Right. Let's keep going this way. I don't remember what we did this way. And I would like to remember what it was. We go to this room, which we've been in from a different direction. However, can we go somewhere else in this room that we weren't able to go to before? I mean, not really if I keep having to drop down. Yeah. Not being able to swim really limits what we can do in the sewers. So the only way to go here is through this way and down. I think that's the only place we can go from here. And then this brings us to a place where we can't go anywhere because we have to have swim or a movement ability to get through. Don't think we can make that. There is the possibility that we can do one of those, maybe? Let's try it. So, get lots of soul. Come on, I need a little bit more. There we go. And then we're going to drop down this way. I don't think we can do that. If we had a second jump in the air, maybe. But I don't think we can blast ourselves all the way over like that. It's a fun idea, though. So, teleport back. And this time we are going to the left. And then down, and then left. Going left in this room heads toward where the Howling Cliffs are. Which is where we just were, certainly, but there were more places to go from there, I think. So, now that we're here, we want to go down. Wait a minute. Is this a room we can go down? Yes. We want to go down in this room. And now that we're here, let's go right. Again. So going right in this room, I said there was something I thought we could do, and I didn't try out what it was. And I think that's because we had to drop down. So let's drop down and see what's down here. Well, for one, we can go here. And there should be a thing we haven't gotten here. Which is a money egg. That's something. And it appears that we can also get back up because these guys have peppered the place with their stuff. Wish I could do that. Don't think there's any way for me to do that. We can go left or down. I think we've been both of those places. So let's go down. We've definitely been here. However, I was wondering last time if it was possible for us to get up from here. And I think it might be. Oh, I think that might have been it. Oh, almost. Alright, let's heal up a bit. Darn. I want to get hit while I'm in the air. Yes, we got up. Great. Okay, so we got somewhere else in this room that we haven't been before. I now kind of want to defeat you. Don't drop me down. Because you've been so problematic in the past. There we go. He's down. So, now that we've gotten here, what else can we do in this room? We can go left. Left and down. What is left and down? More of these. I honestly don't remember what's in this room. So I'm finding out again now. To the left here, there is... Oh, there's normally an arcane egg. Well, now there's a soul refill. Still haven't found anything very significant, but we keep finding soul refills in Geo, so there's less of those to find. And then down here, there's normally a simple key, which is now going to be something other than a simple key. Oh no, I think I needed him to get up. Oh, darn. Oh, wait a minute. There was a background thing? Oh, no. Oh, normally that's pale ore? Okay, alright, fair enough. Can we get this guy to chase us? We can. Excellent. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Thank you. Oh, darn. I don't think I can get up this one, though. Also, I think this would bring us into the same room, just a different place that we've been before. So all of that was for nothing, I guess. And now we have to teleport back again. Alright. Well, we've been that way. And now let's go through that again, but not go that direction. So, to the left, and then down. There's another check in that room. I think we've already done that other check. There's another check that you needed to have the downward dive to get to, and we've done that in that room. I want to go left here and then down. So I think that room is complete, essentially, is what I'm saying. Now we go down in this room, which means going through all of these. It is nice to have the Sprint Master. It actually is really nice. I like it. I did break my breakable charm, by the way, because we did a shade skip while we had it. Alright, so this room. We want to go left again. There's also the possibility of doing a shade skip, maybe, in this room. It's something to consider. And while I'm thinking about it, I might as well try it, because maybe a shade skip will allow me to get up here. And that would be very useful. So let's die here and summon our shade. There we go. Oh, we just broke the charm. So there we go. Broke the other fragile charm that we had by summoning the shade. We go all the way down here to go back to where we were. Except that I was supposed to go... No, I'm supposed to go left here. We go down in this room. And we're really just trying to get back to our shade and see if we can go into another room using that shade skip technique again. Been using the shade technique a lot. It's very useful, especially when you have no other movement abilities. So down here, here's where our shade is. We just have to get to it. And the question is whether it appears in a place that we can actually use it successfully. That's the question. So it appears here. That is probably close enough for us to use it the way that I want to use it. We just have to get it to come up here. Oh no! It disappeared right there, right at the corner. Oh, that's sad. We need it to go around the corner. It disappears right there, doesn't it? Yep. Alright, so the shade skip that I was trying does not work because the shade cannot go past that corner. That's sad, but that means we have checked that off from the possibilities. And unfortunately, I don't think we can go back up the way we came into this room, can we? No, we can't. So the only way back through is teleporting back and going back to this room again. Or actually, wait a minute. We can go forward to the left. Go forward to the left. That'll give us something. Something to do anyway. If not something useful to find. We'd like to heal up a little bit. So let's use you to get some more soul back. I forget again what was in the left of this room. Let's try going to the left in this room again, just to remember what it was. But the normal path we would go is up, because that heads towards the Howling Cliffs. This is another set of saws. I mean, it's not a set of saws that we can do nothing about. Oh, we've gone down here before. Okay, so we've done something here. Let's go back to the Howling Cliffs. And going to the Howling Cliffs requires going right here. So here we are at the Howling Cliffs. There are a few paths we can go. One path is to the left. That's where we went last time. That we can go down, and then once we go down, we can't get back up. I don't remember how far we can get that way. I don't think far at all. This way, we can go through here. And this brings us to a place in the White Palace where we can't do anything. And then there are actually 2 other exits, but only one that we can use. We need to get up to do it, though. So I need you. Good. So we can go this way and drop down into what is usually a drop to Dirtmouth, and it is not a drop to Dirtmouth for us. It is a drop into something else. Or, that's usually a drop into the beginning of the game. What is that called? King's Pass. So this brought us here, which is a place we've been before. A place we've been before somewhat recently. Yep, we've been here before. Alright. Let's try something else. So, where have we not been? That's the big question. Where have we not been recently? The Crossroads Stag? We haven't been to the Crossroads Stag in a long time. Let's go there. I don't know if we can do anything here, but let's try it. So this is just a hallway. And then from here, it's a room that has several exits. And it is a room that we've recently been to. Darn. So even though we didn't go to the Crossroads Stag, we had been just next to it. So let's try something else. Let's try going back to the start. And going toward where Tuck is. And I can actually run past these guys now because I've got the Sprint Master. That's very helpful. The Sprint Master is excellent. So here, if we go down, we can go to where Tuck normally is. Tuck is to the right in this room. But have we been to the other paths here? Don't remember if we have. Don't think we have. I think we jumped over this way, and we went to Tuck, and then we couldn't go back. So instead of going to Tuck, let's go down. And go a different path from this room. For one, I don't think there's anything to collect here. I don't think there is. So we just go to the left in this room. Down and to the left. Yeah. Oh, there's Cornifer here. I have completely forgotten that Cornifer shows up here because this is not where I found Cornifer in my blind playthrough. So, what does he have? The Green Path map. You know what, Cornifer? At least you're selling a map, but I'm putting money down. You need to give me something. You need to give me something next time. I've put a lot of money toward whatever you're going to give me next. Ooh, this is good. This is a great room to find. It has at least a couple things in it and a few exits. Great. So what else is in this room? There is something over this way, which is a money egg. I think it's normally a money egg too. And then there is... I think there's a toll below us that I would like to do. Yes. Alright, so we've been on the other side of this, I believe, this time, and now we've opened that path. Yes, we've been to the other side of this recently. Now we have opened the door, which means we can freely go through this path again. You were back at where I was getting my shade. That has happened several times. I've done shade skips a few times this time, so I have summoned my shade both intentionally and unintentionally. So, the only path that we can go that's absolutely new is to the left. Let's do it. Now, this is kind of nice. The resting grounds has several places, several exits to this room, and we can go through all of them. Oh, and of course, you know what? Maybe what we should do first is actually hit this. We get a pink egg. We also get the essence, though, and the essence is pretty important. Oh, actually, we're not getting the essence. Oh. I did not realize that. Let's get this thing. It is lore, alright. So, that's interesting. When you have essence randomized, the little essence trees don't actually give you essence. You still have to collect all the things to get whatever it is the essence tree would give you, but you don't get the essence. And we got a pink egg. Great. Alright, now let's go to the exits in this room. Start with this one. It is a dark room. It's a dark room in the Crystal Peak. This is a particularly challenging dark room, I think. Because there are basically little platforms, and you have to kind of know where those platforms are in order to get through the room. What we have going for us is that I know which room we're in, which is kind of important, and we do have a fair amount of life, so we can make some mistakes and not die. So, below us is probably spikes. Oh, I made the first jump. Alright. Oh, I made the second jump. I made the third, kind of. But first two jumps, we got it. Just have to do that again. Let's see if I can. So, first jump, second jump, third jump, and then... Oh, we made another jump. Alright. Oh, I made this one too. This was one of the harder ones, I think. Oh, I might be making it through. No! No, alright. We made it pretty far, but I did not make it through. Let's try again. One more try, because I don't think I can risk my life that much. Oh, made it this far. Got that jump again. That feels good. No, all right. We have to go back because I don't want to risk my precious life that much. But I think I can actually make it through that dark room. That was one of the dark rooms that was scaring me to go through, and I think I can actually do it. We just have to save up life so that we have multiple tries. I mean, also, this is a new room, so we'll explore this room. It has an exit, but nothing else in it. Just a hallway room. It's good for getting life, though. And then the bees. Okay, we can go down here. we go down... If we go down there, we might not be able to get back up. So, I think this was called a fake down. If we go on the very edge and we do this. Yeah. There's a grub down there. As much as I would like that grub, if I got the grub, we wouldn't get back up. So, we're not getting that grub yet. We can get over here if the bees are helpful. And we can go... What's below us? It's a shiny thing. Of course it's a shiny thing. How did we get here? Man, we are far from a path that I really remember, which is a problem for coming back here. I was wondering if I could get up here with this bee. I can. Ho-ho, I got here. Granted, I can't do anything now that I've gotten here, but I'm at least happy that I made it. Alright. So. We can get that shiny thing. It's just that if I got the shiny thing, could I get back up? I'm not sure. We got a Wanderer's Journal. Not the most impressive thing to find. But we did get back up, so that's good. And there are more things in this room, but really, I want to exit this room because I don't want to go too far without having a way back. I would essentially like to find a bench again. So, in that theory, let's try a couple of other exits to this room over here. So there's an exit this way that we haven't been. There's a couple things that we could get in this room, including 2 money eggs. I really need one of these things to not be money egg or soul or any of the normal basic things. That is a money egg too. Let's get the money egg. Alright. Well, we can at least go out this room this way. It leads to another room. Okay, this is nice. This room has a couple of exits. I don't think we can do the upper exits. Or the upper exit, I guess. Because even though we can bounce off this thing, which is like one of the things that you do to skip this part of the game, we can bounce off of that, but then we can't grab on because we don't have the claw. So we can't do the top exit here. We can only do the bottom 2. And this leads to... Hey, this is something. This is actually pretty good. Because we have the Dream Nail, so we can do this. And that essentially opens a couple paths in Dirtmouth for us to explore. Once we light this fire. We have lit the beacon. Call the Knights of Rohan. We actually have also found a couple of Grim Flames previously. I don't think we found 3, but we found a couple. So we've made progress on that quest line too. Alright, that was useful. That opens a couple more paths that could potentially lead to collectibles that we need, rather than collectibles that we do not need, which is what we found so far. Now, we've never been... I think we came from this path? Yes, this is the path that we came from. So let's go to the left. We have not been here. This has a couple things in this room. That's good. A couple more things that we can get. This is normally a grub. It is now money. A money egg. Wow. I don't need more money eggs. I really don't. Stop giving me money eggs, game. Alright, well the next one I think is normally money eggs. Ooh, they're shiny things. It's money. Not a money egg, but still money. And the King's brand. Hey! The King's brand, where does that allow us to go? It opens one door. A door that we have not seen yet. Still, it's something. And then there's a grub over here. And then, kind of more importantly... Oh, come on. I can get up there, right? No! Can we not get up there? I'm not sure if we can actually get up there. I feel like we should be able to if we can time this jump along when that enemy is on the right part. Let's see. Got it. Great. So, we can open this door. And what does that do for us? It brings us into this part of the room, which has stuff like this money egg. More money. Not that we need that right now. And it brings us to Cornifer. Now Cornifer. Recall how many times I've paid you for useless things. Every time I did that, it was with the trust that you would give me something good in return. So, what do you have for me? Well, actually, we need quite a lot of essence, so that's a medium good gift. I think I've put money down for something more in the future, but I'm happy about that one, Cornifer. You have done something for me this time, and I accept that as a gift. Is there more to this room below? I don't really remember what's down and to the left here. Oh, right. This is the place where you need to be able to climb on walls to get up there. So, not something we can do. Technically, if we summoned our shade, we could probably do it, but we are very, very far from a bench, so we're not doing that. We're going up. To nothing. We've actually been to this room. And I don't know that there's much of anything on this side for us to do, even if I could do it. But I don't think I can. Alright, well. That was that room. Now we can go back. Don't think there's anything more that we can do from this angle. So let's go back. Did everything up there. We've essentially done this room, for the most part. This is where we came from. This one leads to this room that we've walked through before. And now I've got two paths to go. One of them is going through a dark room, and one of them is going down. If I crash down, I might not be able to get back up. So I'm going to try the dark room first. Because in theory, I could go back through the dark room. In theory. That may only be a theory, but in theory. I need the enemy to come at me, though, because I need to defeat the enemy over here in order to have any hope. Where is it? Huh, I never saw it. Okay. Now, make this jump. And then I think the next one is high up. Yes. And then we got here. Next jump. Oh, we made that jump. All right. Did not make that one. That one is a little further. Hello, Battle Folly. Welcome to the stream. You have missed almost nothing in terms of abilities. The only ability that we got that is really something big is the Dream Nail. We got the King's Brand recently, but mainly we've been finding paths and a lot of geo and a fair amount of essence, which is good, but still, I have no movement abilities. Still, I have no more... Whoa, there he is. Shoot him. Okay. Nope, he's still there. You know what? That's why I left this guy alive, so I could get more soul off of him. Great. Yeah, actually, let me show... I mean, you can see everything on the screen, basically, because I have the tracker installed, but we found almost nothing. One of the most recent things that we did that's pretty significant is we lit the fires for the Grim, which means there's 2 more tents in Dirtmouth that we can go to, and we have found Dirtmouth. So we can teleport there and try 2 other paths. Nope. Darn. Yeah, Dream Warriors could potentially give me something useful. I have fought Galleon, Elder Who, and Gorb, and didn't really get much of anything useful out of those 3. But in theory, there are Dream Warriors that could give me stuff. Man, I'm having trouble with this dark room. By the way, we have previously found Markoth. I have no idea where Markoth is, but in theory, I could fight Markoth. That is purely a theory, because with no movement abilities, with a basic nail, and with only a couple of low-level spells, I don't think I would do very well against Markoth. But the theory is there. Oh, I almost made that. I'm very close to making it through this dark room, actually. Very close. Haven't done it, but I'm very close. Okay, good so far. Next. Good. This one's a high one. And then there's a low one. Then this is like a medium jump. And then this is a somewhat long jump. Ho, we got it. Alright, I've never been this far. No! Okay. Alright, we're gonna leave there because I don't trust myself to not die there. And the question is, where can we go to get some soul? We're going to try the other path that we can go now, once I get some soul, so that I can try that path. From the bees. There's also a grub that we could get here. It's just that if I got the grub, I couldn't get back up. So, we haven't gotten that grub yet. Oh, the other big thing that I unlocked was the Sprint Master, which makes it so that all of these hallway rooms that I'm running through are a lot faster to go through. It speeds up my exploration. Alright, here's the new path. And let's go down it. Okay, we can't go back up, unfortunately, but we did go a new path, which means that dark room is very hard to get to now, to try again in. Even though I felt pretty confident now about being able to do it. I can harvest soul. Oh, right. That's a good point. I am not a great dream nail user, but I can harvest soul from many things with the dream nail. Good point. Without actually defeating them, which is an important part of that. Hey, the overgrown mound. Let's do this. This has at least a couple things that we can get. Hopefully they'll be good. By the way, although we've found No Eyes, I don't think I can fight No Eyes until we have the lantern. So even though I have the Dream Nail, I think we're still locked from fighting No Eyes. Oh, right where I want them. I recall how difficult this was for me the first time I tried this. And it's still a little bit of a challenge, but I'm so much better at it now. Now then. Over here, there is a money egg. It's not much, but at least we checked off another money egg. And then over here, there is 10 Geo. All right. Our luck continues to be what it has always been. And I think that we are trapped, right? We can go back to the left, but then I think we might be trapped. Oh no, maybe we can go to the left. I think that we can't. I think we need dash to go to the left in this room, but we can at least try. So to the left in this room, there is a money egg up there. And you know what? I have an idea. An idea that I've never tried before, that I would like to try. So, what if we can get this bug to follow us? Because this bug just follows you, right? And maybe we can get it to follow us high enough up so that we can get up there. Although we can't get over there, but actually that one's not the important one. The important one would be to the left, right? Yes, we got it. All right. This is a new room. A new room that we are immediately stuck in, but a new room nonetheless. And sometimes you have to celebrate your victories, however small those victories are. And then we're trapped. All right. Well, it's finally time to teleport to Dirtmouth and check out the 2 new places we have open there. So, Dirtmouth. Let's go to Dirtmouth. And we have opened these 2 tents. How do you feel, Elder? Something strange and sinister has suddenly appeared. It fills me with dread. I think it best I try to ignore it. Alright, we've got 2 openings. The Nailsmith. So, how much do I want to upgrade my nail? Because I definitely can. I think I'm going to upgrade it the first time. And then the question is, do I want to upgrade it the second time? Because I think I have the pale ore for it. But do I want to? It would make it so that we could potentially fight Markoth. Let's keep upgrading. Oh, we don't have enough Geo. Alright. And then a dark room. Hooray. I think this is a dark room that has several things to find in it, but you know, that's not much if you can't... Oh, no. Oh, no. I've never done this before. I'm doing a downward dive, and I'm stuck doing it. Alright, I guess we have to warp. Because I found a bug that I've never encountered before. Alright, let's try going back through there. At least it was not very far away from a bench. It would have been very sad if that was far from a bench. So, where are we? We are in a dark room. And what is in this dark room? There's an enemy there. No. Alright. I know where we are. I don't think that we can get many places from this dark room, but I think there's at least one place we can get. Ooh. I could die immediately if I try again. Let's go to the bench. You know what? We can try this one a lot more times because there's a bench right next to it. Let's see if we can get through it and to the other side. I'm not sure that there's anything we could really collect. Whoops, wrong one. Not sure that there's anything we could really collect in this dark room, but just making it through it might be useful. Also, the up path here, I wasn't sure if we could make it to, but apparently we did. I think I could have gone even more on the up path there. So, we can't go up here. Even with that bug, I don't think we can go up there. We might be able to, but I don't know that we can. Alright, let's try going the up path again, this time. So there's a drop off here, and we might be able to jump... No, okay. In that case, we can only go straight across. Still, straight across brings us somewhere potentially new. Straight across might be difficult to do, just like everything else. Okay, so this part is the hard part. Ho ho, alright, that was good. Now we have to go up and to the right. Ooh, can we not make it? I don't know if we can make that jump. Don't know if we can make that jump. Let's get over there again, but I think we might be trapped this way. So, I drop down here, and then there is some spikes that I just bounce off once. And then I go to the right, there's a guy up there that we can hit. And we are now to the point where we die if we try. Let's not do that. I don't want my shade to appear in this dark room. Let's go back to Dirtmouth and try through again. So at the beginning, we can skip the most difficult enemy by jumping up here. And then we drop down. And then there is something that we can bounce off of once. Apparently I have to go a little bit further, but you only have to bounce off of it once. There we go. And then there's an enemy up and to the right of us. And then there's this. We have to be careful because if we go too high up, there are spikes. This one we have to go to the right, but there are spikes on the ceiling that we need to not hit. There we go. Great. And then this one, this is the one that we might not be able to do. Yep, we're stuck. All right. Unfortunate. We're stuck in that dark room. And I warped back to Dirtmouth, but honestly, what is there to do from Dirtmouth? There's Shio, which only gave us a little bit of money. There's down the well, and we don't have a simple key yet, so it's just down the well from Dirtmouth. We've definitely been through here. Okay, and then the hive. We've been above above in this room, and to the left in this room, there's nothing. So, nothing to do there. So, let's think about where we go again. I would love to get back to where we were a little while ago, but I have no idea how we get there. There's Oro's bench that we can... Actually, let's go to the Deep Nest Fountain and go to the left. The Deep Nest Fountain, the hot springs. We've been to the left here, but I don't know that we've explored all the paths to the left here. Be useful to try. So we still can't really go much up in this room. We can get a little bit. And we've recently opened this. Oh, right. Right. Zelda, which has nothing for us. Except a soul refill that we can continue to refill. Apparently there's free refills on her soul. If we go this way, there's Oro's bench. That's not particularly useful. We still haven't gotten that. I wonder if we can. Can we get that with a shade? I don't think so. I think you need some movement ability or Isma's tier to get that. So let's go back this way. And go the down path. So over here, what have we done over here? Don't recall. We have been over here, right? Oh, right. We're blocked on both sides in this room. Okay, so that led nowhere. Where shall we go now? I will open all of these up so that we can consider. The Palace Atrium, I think we've tried everything from there. The city storerooms leads absolutely nowhere. We haven't been to the Breda bench in a long time. Let's go to the Breda bench and see if we can go somewhere from here. We haven't been here in a long time, but we also haven't collected any more abilities, so not sure that that's going to go anywhere. Alright, so we've very recently been here because we dropped down here. So this is nothing. Let's warp back to the Breda bench and try a different path. To the left here. Whoops. What's over here? There's this path. Have we gone all of the paths from here? I mean, there's only one path we can go in this room, but what's after it? This room. We can go to the right. This is where we fought the Hive Knight. We've gotten everything here. Hello, Hive Queen Vespa. Glad we can see you now. So there's nothing this way. That's essentially checked off the list. Let's go up. Going up brings us where? A dark room that we've been through before. This one's actually a relatively easy one to go through. this is where we would fight No Eyes, but like I said before, I don't think you can fight No Eyes while it's dark. Yeah. Even though we have the Dream Nail, we can't fight No Eyes, because it's too dark to see her. But this is where we would fight her if we found the lantern. Then we go here. We've been here. We have a bench off of this room. This room we can't go up, but actually, maybe we can. So I believe the bench that's right next to us is... I believe I know what bench this is, but we're going to rest at it just so that we know exactly which bench it is. There we go. So, we are going to try to do a shade skip to get up in that room. I don't know if it'll work. I actually fear that it won't, because we don't know where the shade will appear. If it appears too high up, I think we don't get anything. But we can get that guy to kill us, which might be hard because he wants to fall off. He did fall off. He fell off again. Alright, we want you to kill us. There we go. Let's see where the shade appears in that room. Because depending on where it appears, we might be able to go up. If not, then we just lost our money, which isn't so bad because I've been spending the money somewhat frequently. Okay, where's the shade? Our shade... Oh, our shade is right there. Haha. Come down here, shade. Not like that. I want you to float down. Thank you. We'll keep the shade around. Actually, there's no way the shade can help us more, because it'll get locked. But we made it somewhere. Can we make it further? Yeah, we can. Great. We have gone a new place that we haven't been before. And the question is, where can we go from here? We can go up. Can we go to the left? Because, yes, this is a different room than where the door is for the City of Tears. All right, great. Let's collect more things. Resting Ground Stag. That is a new stag that I don't think we've been to, which means it is a good thing to find. There's nothing down here, right? I don't recall if there was a money egg or something. No. This room has normally a thing over here. It's still a money egg. All right. Getting tons of money eggs. And we can go up here. So I know that we can get over there. I don't recall if I think we were at the other side of this before. And we didn't jump because I didn't want to jump and not get back. Don't recall exactly. Well, we found the entrance to the Path of Pain. Instead of going that way, let's see if I can actually do this. So we have to jump, turn around, and do that. All right. I'm pretty bad at that. Let's see if we can go... We can go down in this room. I don't think we can go up, because I can't jump high enough to bounce off of that. So we can go down in this room. It's a whole bunch of bees. And there is a collectible that's normally a grub. Let's get rid of some of the bees. Just some, though. The Dirtmouth Stag. Alright, we've gotten 2 stagways open. That's kind of significant, actually. The Dirtmouth Stag does a couple things. One of the things it does is open a new place for us to go. A place for us to go from Dirtmouth. So, what were the 2 stags that we recently found? We found the Dirtmouth Stag and the the grounds stag. Let's go to the grounds one first. We had already been here. We found it ourselves. Okay. I mean, that's good. The fact that I could warp to it means that we found it before. So, the Dirtmouth Stag is the new place to go. Because we've opened the Dirtmouth Stag, even though we've been here before, the important thing is we can now go through this door. Hello. The Moss Prophet and his folk. We can't go anywhere else in this room, can we? Alright. This is a dead end for us now. So that didn't really lead us anywhere. So the Dirtmouth Stag was kind of a bust. And the Ground Stag was kind of a bust too. However, it does mean that we can go to Dirtmouth again and go through another door. So there's another door open, which leads to a room. A room in the green path, which has a money egg normally up here, which is now a king's idol. Not particularly useful, but still, we got it. And then we can go farther to the right. Don't think there's anything else to collect in this room, but there is an exit to the room. Am I right? There was nothing? Yeah. Nothing that way. So let's go through the other exit of the room and see where it brings us. Another dark room. Which one is this one? Okay, it has enemies in it. Oh right, this is the very big room in the Deep Nest. The nice thing about this is that there's a lot of collectibles in it. The downside, of course, is that I can't see where I'm going. So getting the collectibles might be hard. Yeah, might be hard. But I think we might be able to get a couple of collectibles in this room if I try a few times. Oh, no, no. Okay, well, even though we fell, we can still do stuff. Nothing else I can heal, so I get more tries in this room. Okay, let's see here. 17 Geo. Alright, it's kind of nice that the essence tree here doesn't give you much, because it would be extremely challenging for us to get the essence tree, to get all the essence from the essence tree. And as we've recently learned, you don't actually get the essence from it, because that has been randomized, so you just get nothing when you collect the little balls of essence. Okay, so there's this right here. Let's see if I can go further over. Okay. Well, we kind of went further over. Don't know where I am in this room. Actually, you're right there. I think I know that there is something here. Okay, well, don't know if I remembered that very well. We lost our shade in the dark room. That's not good. That's actually pretty bad. Let's see if we can get it. So to get back there, we just go to the right. And let's see if we can get our shade. Honestly, if we don't get our shade, it's not too bad, because we're just losing money. And it's not like we have anything to spend that money on. Not yet, anyway. We haven't found Sly. Could have gotten up there if I had bounced off of that enemy. Well, I have no idea where our shade is in this room. I know it's down. That's about all I know. Okay. Oh, there's our shade. Oh, we got our shade back. That's pretty nice. I did not actually expect to get our shade back, but we got it. If I find the shop and I don't have enough money, I'll actually be pretty happy. Because then we'll have found the shop at all. Let's see here. Let's see if I can go to the right at the top this time. I needed to bounce off of the enemy, and I did not bounce off of the enemy. Partially because the enemy was in the wrong place for me to bounce off of it, but still. Yeah, we can't get there, so let's try to figure out where we can go. Because right now, I haven't really figured out where we can go in this room. Dropping down that way is not what I want. I want to go to the right, jump over this gap, jump to the platform here, and then drop down. Okay, we defeated an enemy, which actually gives me soul, which is nice. So down here, I want to drop, but I want to be very careful about hitting the spikes down there. So far, I've hit the spikes down there every single time I've made it there. Okay, so we drop down. To the right is that. Can we just go past you? Ho-ho, almost defeated one of those in the dark. Feel pretty good about that. Oh no, it's out for revenge. Falling down a whole lot. Alright, we can heal though. I went a different path than I did the previous time, which is fine. I think that path is maybe better. Okay, that was not what I wanted. Now we need to be careful going to the right. Okay. You. Oh, defeated. Aha. Now, can we stay on the platform? There we go. Alright, I made it way far to the left, or to the right, I mean. I think we can get through this room now, because the exit to the room is just to the right, if I recall. Yeah, so we can exit the room, but we didn't get any of the things inside the room. And there's nothing here. Alright. Let's try to get at least one of the things in this room. I'm pretty sure you can get something at the bottom to the left. Be very careful, though. Good. 2 enemies that we're bouncing off of. Alright. At least we got a lot of soul from that, so we can heal again. So, careful. We're gonna have to bounce a... Whoops, there's an enemy. Alright. Heal up. We're gonna have to bounce a couple times off of some spikes. Good. And now bounce. Ooh, I missed the platform. Try again. So, there are some spikes over here that we have to bounce a couple of times off of. And then, there we go, got on the little platform. Now, we haven't been over here yet, so there might be enemies. Like that one. Good. And then, there should be enemy, and we got a soul refill. Alright, so we found out what it was. It was a soul refill. And we died. Let's go back in there because I want to try to get another thing in that room. There's one more thing that I think we can get in that room, in addition to my shade, which would be nice to have too. I did that room a lot better than I was expecting to do, even though we still basically found nothing. Even making it through the room, we didn't get to some place where we could do something. But this time we're going to drop down here. We're going to basically explore the left as much as we can. Jeez. Alright, let's be careful. So I think to the left here there's just the essence tree. Yes, just the essence tree here. And then the next level down to the left, there's something that can drop down to where we were, which is what I want to do. So now we have to find that. Drop down here. There's an enemy immediately. That's not good. Just got hit twice there, basically. Alright, let's heal up. At least I hit the enemy once, so we get to heal up twice instead of just once. We have the Soul Eater charm on, by the way, which is why I'm able to heal up so much from these basic enemy attacks. Ooh, there's our shade. Ho ho, we got our shade back again. Great. Wait a minute. We didn't get it until then, but we got it now. So we want to drop down, and then go to the left. Whoa. Okay, heal up. Good. Good. Keep going to the left. Keep going to the left. There we go. We drop down, and we get 24 Geo. Very sad that that wasn't more than just that. And this brings us back to where we fought this creature and got the soul refill. Alright, as far as I can tell, with the abilities that we have fully explored this dark room. So now we need something else. The Watcher Spire. Don't recall that one. Let's warp to it. Okay, I don't recall this one, so we probably haven't been here in a long time. I wonder where we can go from here. I recall this room. We came down from above the first time we got in this room, but I don't think we can get back up, so we could only go to the right. Let's see if we fully explored to the right here. That brings us here. Oh, right. I remember this one. So this is a place where we could potentially die and use our shade to potentially get up. Not sure how hopeful that is, but it is a possibility that I am definitely considering. It's interesting that his projectiles do not go anywhere where I would expect them to go. Like, I want them to come over here, and they keep moving back. Oh no, I died. Or not died, but I dropped down here. Well, down here, I don't think we can really get anywhere down here, but I haven't tried. Yeah, I think this is kind of hopeless. I know that there's a place that if you hit the spikes at the right place, then you teleport down, but I don't know where it is. And I want to die further up, I think. Well, if we're going to do a shade skip here, let's try it in a couple different places. So, we're trying out more shade skips. This one, I'm not sure is going to bring us anywhere, but I'm hopeful. And if we can get somewhere with it, it's at least a new room. So where is the shade? That's the big question. Where did it drop my shade? Don't really care about you. The shade is below us. There it is. So is it in a place where we could actually use it? Whoa, okay. Didn't realize that you guys could come all the way down here. Let's get the shade before we die. There we go. Then we can shade skip again. Summon the shade again. Saved the money, though. The fact that that enemy, the mantis enemy, got over there makes me think that we could use it to bounce off of to get up. By the way. So now I have more potential plans for that room. Potential plans. We'll see how they go. So, step one, drop down here. Basically what we want to do is see if we can use the shade to get further along here. Nope. Apparently that was not a possibility. Alright. Well, we'll warp back. And next thing to try is to try to get that enemy to go through the little hallway toward us, the mantis enemy, and bounce off of it. If not, we will try to die from that mantis enemy and see if the shade appears at the top this time. Alright, mantis enemy. We need you. We need you to come this way. And we know that you can. I wonder if we go down far enough and then go over here. Whether it's better at following. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Oh, it's through? No, we fell. Alright, well, now we're going to warp back. But we did something. We did something that means we might be able to bounce off of that enemy in that room. And if we don't drop down, then we can always default to trying the shade skip as well. If that is possible. Also, we have not lost our money. With as many shade skips as I've done, and dying in dark rooms, I've still not lost the money. Which is pretty nice. So we want it to actually be on the other side of us. We need to push it to the right, basically. Push it to the right. We need to threaten it. I threaten you with my nail. And then push it right. And then we can push it through there. Yeah, just did that. So, pushed it there. Now that you're here... Yes, there we go. Keep throwing that. Oh man. I'm seeing potential that we're not realizing yet. But I'm seeing potential. Come on. You know you want to do a more like up and down throw, right? You keep throwing too wide. You're not doing the correct type of throw. And I can't really get you any further over here. So I think what we need to do is try the shade skip at this point. We'll try that while trying this, of course. Okay, so here's the shade. Does that shade appear in a useful place for us? That's the next question. Also, it is nice to have the Sprint Master, so that we can sprint through these rooms instead of walk through them. Alright, Shade, where are you? You're right here. It might be what we need. Come on. How far can you go, Shade? No, it doesn't go far enough. Okay, so I'm going to give up on this path. We're going to try something else. But what? What shall we try next? Have we been everywhere from the green path bench that we have? I'm not sure. We can't do the blue lake. The blue lake is a bust. There is where the leg eater, or outside where the leg eater is, that I don't think we've been to in a little while. And there might be more paths off of that. So let's do that. And getting there is King Station. King Station. King Station appears to be our most frequently used bench. It connects to a hub room, basically, so that's very useful. So if we go here... Nope, not there. If we go... Where do we go? We go further down? Yes, further down. To here. Yes, so this is outside the leg eater. The leg eater's place. We can go up, which I think we've done before, but I don't remember what was up there. So let's go back up. Let's see here. Go up, we need this path. No, I fell. All the way down. Oh man, I'm like hitting the mushrooms up there somehow. That's messing me up. So, make that jump. Should be an easy jump, but has not been. And we're back in this room. This room actually has more for us to do if we can get back to it. If I knew how we got to it. But we can't get back to it that way. So next, let's try going down and left in this room. We've been down and right. Have we been down and left? Also, let's heal a little bit. Healing is sometimes good. I've been a little bit cavalier about my life total. Part of that is because of the Soul Eater. The Soul Eater makes it a lot easier to heal up if you've taken damage. So let's see here. How do we get down and to the left? This has water in it. Very sad. Nothing that way until we have a swim. This way, we can't go through this again. I really wish I could, because that is a whole host of rooms that we've been to, but we can't get back to. This one, we can basically just go down. I mean, can we go up? We can go up too. What's up in this room? We crashed down that very early in this playthrough. So that's not really anything. Let's go down and left in this room. Explore this way again. Right. This room. We've been back to this room recently. Okay, I've got one other plan of something that I know that we can do right now, which involves going back to King's Station, surprisingly. And after this one, I might call it for today, partially because I'm running out of ideas, and we've kind of done the normal time for this stream. And we will be back to this later when I have looked through this footage and tried to figure out where we can go. He fell. We know we can get up there because we've gotten up there before. We just have to die in this room. Wait a minute, where's the enemy? He's gone. Alright, we have to sit at a bench now so that he gets back. Funny problem. Also, there's no way to die in this room, is there? Not unless we can go far enough up that I could get the thing in this room anyway. So, back up. We know that we can do this. Actually, it might be nice to take damage in this room, because it's a lot easier to take damage here. There we go. No, 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 he fell. Alright, did he reappear this time? He didn't. What is happening? That shouldn't be the case. He should reappear. Alright, well, let's sit at the bench again. And we're going to take all but the 1 damage in this room. And then we're going to jump directly into the enemy so that he doesn't just desync himself again. There we go. Finally. Now we can go back up. So this time we don't want to get damaged. That was last time, this is this time. You know what? I'm gonna let you fall in the hole. Now, we need you. We need you to come down like a normal floaty way. Thank you. And then we don't need you anymore. So there we go. And now we can go up in this room. We've previously gone left in this room, but we have not yet gone up. So let's try going up. And I just realized I might have needed them. No, I don't. Good. We are here. We've been here before, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this is not new territory. We just found another path to it. And this is where we fought somebody, right? Where is this? Have we been here recently? I don't recall going through here recently. So there are those 2 enemies. I wonder why there's not the other one. Is it because I killed him? Huh. Well, anyway, there was enough that I could still get back up. So that room is actually completely done. Checked off. We no longer need to go that way. So we go down. And then we are in a room that we've been to a few times today. There's no way to die in this room, right? I don't think so. I don't know if that we could use a shade to get up through that passageway anyway. We could die. Oh, you know what? We've never tried doing a shade skip. Well, actually, we have tried, but it didn't go very well. I don't remember where the best bench is to get back here, however. So let's not do that right now. Which means... I think that means that I'm going to call it for today. And so here we are. We have found really almost nothing. We've only found 4 charms. We have none of the dreamers. We have 2 of the spells, but only the first quality of those spells. We actually have found the nailsmith, and we have enough pale ore to upgrade our nail again. So we can still do that, but we have no movement abilities. Like, no movement abilities at all. So we've been very stymied for almost every place that you can go. We've been stymied. I'm very surprised to see the completion percentage down there at 33%. That kind of tells you how much we have done, even though we have no movement abilities. We do know where Monomon is, however, we can't get back there. So even though we've been there once, it was a one-way path, and we don't have a way to get back there, because we never found a bench when we went over there the first time. There's still a few places I can think of, only hazily, but I can think of where we could use some advanced skills like the shade skips to get places. There's at least one dark room that I know that we could get through that we haven't gone through yet. So there's a few things that I'm sure we can do to make progress, but so far the only progress I know we can do is go to a room that we haven't been to. Until then, until we find a movement ability, we're kind of trapped doing hard shade skips for the most part, and seeing what we can get out of that. Alright, well, that's it for today. I hope everyone here had a good time seeing me struggle through this difficult room randomizer. And I will schedule another one that might be tomorrow. If it is not tomorrow, it's probably not until Wednesday. So, thanks everyone for coming, and I'll see you next time.